Hello everybody, this is Josh X Play Place, and today we continue to explore SimCity 2013 in 2025. Previously, we explored a little bit the ore industry as well as the coal industry. So we put just a couple of mines in there, and we'll see how that develops. And we'll continue to try to figure out what we want to do with these cities. I do feel like for our first couple of videos for SimCity, it was fine to have a region with only 3 little towns and the great work site. But I think in our future episodes, we can actually have larger regions with a couple more towns. And the reason is simple. As you can see in here, we've already almost done with the free space that we had in here. And same thing for this other little town. I just feel like sometimes it's just so difficult to enjoy this game when the size of the actual cities or the little towns or however you want to call them, they're so small. You know, you start developing something, you start building, you start designing your city, your little grid. In this game, of course, we do have curved roads, but they're a little bit weird, and we'll try right now. Right, even though it's more intuitive, kinda, than what we've seen in Cities Skylines. Like it's easier just to do circles, right? I don't know why you would need more than one, but let's see if we can do something else. There we go. Actually, kind of pretty cool. Useless, but still pretty cool, I think. And so, you know, you start getting to a place where we want to develop at least a couple more, or to put in here a couple more of these casinos. And unfortunately, you know, that's not gonna work out. And so let's take a look at the casinos. You know, they're not making that much money, but that's fine. These smaller ones, they are raking it in. This one's making 28,000 simoleons. And this one is making 35,000 per day. And this one is losing 6,000, which is not that bad. And it should go up. Again, we don't have anything that much stuff. And here we have buses that we need to put in here. So let's try to put this one. Let's put it here. Right. And now we have bus stops. And basically, it just works really easy to place bus stops, right? You just put the bus stop and that's it. Something very difficult and something that I completely loved about Cities Skylines is the fact that you draw the routes that the buses will be taking. And the buses, the trains, the subways, we have the everything in terms of public transportation, right? The trams. And so I think that's actually very cool when it comes to creating or helping your city grow and putting public transportation. Let's see what options we have in here. Oddly enough, we don't have a sign, but let's add as many of these ones as we can. It's gonna be 8, so let's put 4. Let's put 4 on this side. I think that having the option of having different areas to put them is great. Although I feel like people might feel a little bit cheated that they cannot add more, right? And again, it makes sense to put limits, and I actually like that in City Skylines 2, that you can actually you have to add more garages in order to have more buses or more taxis, because that's realistic, as opposed to having, you know, 120 buses in something that was this big in City Skylines 1. Again, it makes more sense. It's a little bit more realistic, and I love it. As you can see, time is passing by. Not in the best way, but I think that's working well. And so let's see what is that Dr. Wu? Is Dr. Wu trying to offer us something? Yeah, we're not gonna go evil, but thanks for trying. And again, we'll see how these buses actually work. As you can see, it's great. We actually need to start thinking about putting. We have planes, so we need a municipal airport, but we need a Department of Transportation. So we'll wait until that happens. These people are complaining about sewage, so let's put another one. Let's put this. And there is an earthquake happening. I honestly had never been able, or I had never experienced an earthquake in SimCity 2013. I don't think so. Or maybe it wasn't that memorable, right? It's still going? Maybe it's going. I wish there was something to indicate what's going on. Oh, it's actually a dinosaur. There you go. That's even more cooler than I expected. I wish we could follow it. Let's try to see what... Is he gonna destroy our little casino? I surely hope not. So we're putting a lot of effort into this little area. Right? Let's see what its next step is gonna be. Come on. That creature is destroying a lot of the stuff, so again, hopefully we're able to fix it. It's still going, so I don't know what was here before. Maybe that would have been helpful to know. So it's still going. I'm not that thrilled, but sure. It's just awesome to see this. I don't recall ever seeing this while I was playing the game. Although that was, 10 years ago, so who knows what I remember. This is so cool. And it's something that I completely do not understand. How City Skylines, as far as I can tell, only has 2 disasters, and it's either that tornado, which is weird. Sometimes it doesn't destroy a lot of stuff, not that I want to destroy more stuff, and fires. And sometimes, I think at the beginning of the game, the fires used to destroy a lot of my city, or my cities, but I think it's gotten a lot better, especially if you have helicopters. So let's see what we're missing again. Trying to figure out where this creature is gonna disappear. And it's burrowing down again. So I'm assuming it didn't. That's awesome. I honestly, I do not recall this. And if you ever play SimCity 4, there's a lot of stuff in there. There's aliens, and there's dinosaurs, and there's all this stuff that it's really cool to play with. So I guess we have to demolish it. Again, because I don't know if there's anything else that we can do. Can I demolish this one? Yeah, we can. And let's see what we can do. Let's add The nickel slots. What was here before? Oh, yeah. And let's do the nickel slots in here. That's it. So this one, this one, this one. This one was a clinic, so we need to place another clinic in there. Let's do that really quick. And let's put this here. I do wish that the way that you place this would be a little bit more organic or realistic. So I think, you know, going around would be a better thing instead of just going to the road. Like, I understand that they have to be by the road so they can be dispatched, but I also do believe that, you know, you can still have a little road in here and be able to put it in the back. And it all depends how you look at things, and that's how I see it. So we need more jail cells. Are we still having issues with sewage? Yeah, but we're fine. Do you know what? Let's destroy these ones. Again, that's something that I do like. I think that the City Skylines is doing it right, which is making sure that if you open something for the same thing, for example, water, I think the demand stabilizes. And in here, I just don't know what's going on. So we have demand for residential. Let's see if we can add just a little bit, and we're gonna do it with the high density street. So let's do this and this. Again, sometimes it's just so weird too. There it goes. Let's upgrade this little piece and this little piece. Let's do control. Remember, it does everything. Oh, we actually need to destroy all of this. A little around. And let's take a look and see if something cool is gonna go here or get built. I was hoping we would see a couple of taller buildings because these apartments are really nice. Let's see what we have in here. It's time to color up, so let's upgrade. Yeah, let's do it. So we have to earn 100,000, and we have to upgrade again. Okay, we need to plop Maxis Manor and send Maxis Manor. Try to figure out. I completely sometimes forget where all of that is. Where Maxis Manor is. Is it here? No. Should be where I'm sure it should be. Here. There you go. So let's place it here. And we don't have anything of this approved, so that's fine. And let's send them to save the injured. Pretty cool, actually. And we'll see what else has to do. A little bit too much micromanaging, I think, for this one, but again, it's something else that you really don't need to worry about. So this casino is making its money already, and oh, we actually have three of the low-income ones, so that's great. Is this one making money? Not yet. So there's medium world tourists. There you go. So we should be fine. So we'll see how this goes. I don't know if you remember, we were talking about it, I think, 2 episodes ago, about how these events work. So basically, You schedule it, and then either people come or they don't, based on different factors, right? Like if you have anything else going on around here, like you have casinos, or you have easy ways for them to get here. So we'll see how also that develops. And now this one is telling us, so we need to upgrade the city hall. So let's upgrade the city hall. Right, so do we not put this in here? Let's put it in here. Sure. And again, we need to upgrade it. Again, this looks really, really nice. And now we're able to have one of these. So either we do the Department of Education, which helps with education, of course, Department of Finance, safety, tourism, transportation, and utilities. So these ones, I think we can go with the Department of Tourism, right, for now. And that should be able to help us do a little bit more stuff. And that's working rather nice. In here, we're almost ready to make that. As you can see, people still love to come to our little strip. And look at this. We have the event going on, which is great. I love this. And again, I wish this was something that would be implemented in City Skylines 2. I know City Skylines 1 has similar stuff, and for example with the games that the sports teams have, I think that's actually pretty cool. And but this one allows you to focus on something, and I guess in a way SimCity 2023, by doing smaller cities, that's what maybe the developers wanted you to do, to maybe focus one little town into tourism, the other little town into coal mining, the other little town into maybe just having a little suburb. And in theory, that sounds like a good idea, not a great idea, but a good idea. But in practice, as we saw here, it's just not fun. It's not fun because it's difficult to connect everything. It's more of a hassle to have to send ambulances, patrol cars, fire engines, money and everything into all the different areas, because we haven't used cheats here, and we're making really, really good money because of the casinos, right? But I think that should be the whole thing, the whole area, right? I think this whole map should have been the actual map. And I think if that had been the case, this game would have hit in a different way. Why? Because again, we don't even have enough space in here, right, to do anything else that we want to do. For example, there's no way to actually do a nicer little neighborhood in here. There's no way to expand anything, and it just finishes, right? And in here you end up having a highway, and then it's an avenue, and then it's another highway. So it's just difficult to build in such small area. But I do have to admit, it looks pretty cool. So let's see. The last payout was almost 15,000, which is good. And let's see if this gives us anything. Yeah, the event. So yeah, I think that was a good thing to do. We're spending money, but we're making money, so that's just perfectly great. Let's take a look at our other city, because I think we forgot about it. And we need to see how our ore and our coal mining is going. And so in here we also need to plop Max's Manor, which we will do. And let's see where we're actually able to place it. We can do it in here. By the cliff, I think that's gonna work really well. And let's see what we are able to do. So we're gonna go and save the injured. And let's see where this one is going. And sure, it's doing something. So what else do we have? Plot the metals headquarters, and in here we're asking to plop a house for ourselves. So let's see the mayor's house. So we need to have a population a little bit bigger. So let's see if we can add a little bit more. I don't think we can. That's the issue. Yeah, I think we can. We can do something in here. So let's try that. And let's just do it like this. Let's see if we're gonna be able to get more people. Just need and it went down, right? So let's see what we can do. And this one is the, was it the metal headquarters? Yeah, the metal headquarters. And metal headquarters, and we're gonna place it, let's just do it in here for now. Okay, so that's that. Let's see what options we have, because that was always something cool, right? Like, I want to know how I can expand that, and this works really well. I do feel like City Skylines 2 and even City Skylines 1, they, well, more City Skylines 2, right? They need to do a better job at working on this, because sometimes it just doesn't feel that it's that your expansions work that well. So let's see, now we have 10,000, so let's lower this and let's go to the government. Let's place a house, and we're gonna place it, let's just place it here, right? Hopefully people will wanna go there. So this person is asking about, it's a beautiful house, by the way. Recycle, reuse, I'll do it. So I guess they're asking for us to put recycling stuff in here. Up a recycling center. It's an expensive one, but let's place it here. Oh, we don't have enough money, so we'll wait, right? Again, because we're not making nearly enough money in here. And remember, I think we have used cheats already, so that is that. Let's see what this person is asking about. So yeah, kind of plugging it from the nearby city is where these people asking for. Smelting, sure. Don't we have that already? Smelting factory, let's see. No, we don't, but we can do that right now. So we'll see how that goes, because we need the smelting division, which hasn't been approved. And again, I do like this type of progression, you know, I do feel it's a little bit better than actually having like the 5 stars, right? That seems a little bit off, and it's just how it is, right? So let's we're already sending 5, right? Yeah, 5. So we're doing 5. Oops, there we go. So we'll see how that goes. Everybody's fine in here. I think we have enough water. We need some water. So let's see if we can do the pumping station, which we're gonna place. And again, everything's so much difficult to place anywhere. Let's do it here. It might be polluting, but that's fine. And we don't have enough money. That's wonderful. We'll see. Again, this little city, it's not that important. Let's see one last thing before we get in here. So people are liking it. I do love this house. It's like Graceland or White House type of really nice. Those really nice, beautiful big houses, American style houses. Which means that the neighborhood is doing well, and there's a lot of traffic. So there's a lot of people that actually live here. And they live on the hill by the cliff, and they are able to see this beautiful view, right? And over there in the distance, right? Sometimes, if the skies are really clear, you can see that really cool casino tower. And a lot of people actually do come to the casino, right? Or I like to think so. We do need the bus terminal. That way we can send people to the other city, so we don't have anything else in here. Again, I think that we're fine with just the streetcars. We can do a little bit more, but I think that works. That works well. Education, it's just fine. So before we leave, let's go back to our other city because we are about to finish this episode. A little bit shorter than the previous ones, but honestly, I think that I was really, really excited with the monster at the beginning. So I think that's the highlight for today, the monster. Also, as a highlight, we went through the event. So let's try to schedule another event. And as you can see in here, and I think we talked about it before, there's really 3 events. One that caters to low wealth residents, another one to low and medium, and another one for low and medium too. So it depends what you want to do. Previously we did the motocross, but this one we can do the sports event. So let's do it. Is this casino making money? Not yet, so that's something that we need to look into, but our other casinos are doing well enough for this. That way we can have any of these approved. So it's the entertainment division, the gaming division, and the lodging division, and each unlocks different things, right? Which maybe we can see it in here. Depending on which division, for example, we can unlock the rocker rooms, which are low wealth rooms, or the penthouse, which is medium wealth, or the celebrity stage, which attracts medium wealth tourists. Okay. And let's finish by taking a look at the constructions that popped up after the monster attacked our city. I think that, again, that's something that I think City Skylines did well with their Disasters DLC. Of course, not as crazy as what SimCity did with aliens and with robots and with monsters, because that's completely different, unrealistic, but at the same time, it's actually pretty cool to see your city be attacked by a robot or a monster. So that's actually pretty cool. I remember that in SimCity 4, and we will do it soon, you can actually drive a UFO. So we'll figure that out. But in this case, we're trying to grow this little city. We didn't focus on our other little town because we're not there yet. I think focusing on this one will give us a better glimpse as to how the space ends up not being enough. Like, we're gonna end up this is gonna be very cramped very soon, and that's where I want to get to. So that's what we're gonna try to do in our next episode. We're gonna try to put more residential areas, zones, which, as you can see in here, they're in high demand. Same thing for commercial, which I think that's makes sense with all the casinos going up, or the casinos that are up, and the tourists coming in. So I think that's also going to help us. And so on our next episode, again, we'll try to make this city even more cramped and to show why SimCity 2013 wasn't as good as SimCity 4, which we will be playing in the upcoming weeks. And so I want to thank you for watching the video. Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel and leave your comments in the comment section. Thank you for all your great comments that you've been leaving in our previous video. So until next time, take care.